Thanks so much for watching. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I wanted to do a winged eyeliner tutorial. I know that there are so many of those videos out there, but I personally never seen a video the way that I do it, and I basically do it the complete opposite of how every video tells you to do it, but it just really works for me this way. I think it's so much easier, especially if you can't really match the angles on each side. I know I can't do it that way, so if you guys are struggling with winged eyeliner, I hope this video helps you, and I'm going to jump right into it and get started. So I'm going to be using a liquid eyeliner by L'Oreal. It's their Infallible Super Slim. It has a really long felt tip. It's really skinny at the end, so it is so easy. This is like the best black liquid eyeliner I've ever used, and I just think it's like foolproof. So if you guys haven't tried this, or if you are looking for one to use for a winged eyeliner, I definitely recommend this. So I'm actually going to start with the eyeliner on the eyelid and not on the wing. A lot of people first start on the wing. I honestly think it's impossible to find the same angle on each side, at least for me, so I like to start on the eyelid. And I'm actually starting on the outside of the line, and I'm not starting right on the lash line. A lot of people start on the lash line and work their way up. I actually start on the outside, or like the top of the line, and then work my way down. For me, that's just easier, so I'm going to get started. So I always start pretty much right here. I don't really start on the very beginning. I start kind of like in the first third of my eye. And I like, okay, this is really hard to explain. I like slowly move my head while I'm doing it. I just think it's a lot easier, and some people have like a shakier hand, so if your hand is staying more still than your face and you just sort of like slowly turn your head, for me that always works. I know for some people that probably won't, but for me that's just how I do it. So that's just like the first stroke. As you can see, my eyelid is still showing. I'm starting on the outside or on the top of the line. So now that I've started the line, I'm going to make the wing, but really all I'm doing is I'm just extending the straight edge, and then I will make the wing at the end, but I already have the line, so I don't know if that really makes sense, so just watch and see. And I am starting to push down a little bit, so it is kind of making it thicker. I feel like it's hard to see on camera, but it isn't all the way down to the lash line, so I'm just going to make an angled line down to the end of my eyelid. Sometimes I like to go back over the line on the outside just to thicken it up a little. So there's the first one, and I might make it a little longer, but I always wait until I do the other side. That way, if like this one's way longer than this one, then I have the right length at the end, you know what I mean? I don't really want to like finish it when I only have one eye done, just in case I kind of mess up a little on this eye. I have a way easier time fixing them and trying to make them even, so if it isn't quite as long as you want it to be, just wait until you have the other side pretty much done, and then you can kind of figure it out from there. Just making that outer line. And I really don't have like the smoothest eyelids. I feel like that's why I have a harder time with winged eyeliner, so it isn't a perfectly straight thick line yet. I will fix that after I start the wing. Just extending the straight top line and kind of making a slight angle, nothing too crazy. It can also be straight if you want, and it still looks really nice. Then I'm just going to fill that in down to the edge of my eyelid. And then I'm gonna fill in the lash line. Kind of smooth out this line again. So I'm just checking the angles of them This one is a little longer, so I'm extending this, and obviously this is like way thicker on this eye, so I'll kind of smooth this out and then I will make this one thicker. Next, I'm going to fill in the upper waterline. I feel like this is super important. It just makes everything a lot smoother. So lastly are my eyelashes. I'm just going to curl them, and then I'm going to use the Voluminous Telescopic from L'Oreal. It's like pretty much all rubbed off. I can't even read it anymore, but this is so good. It really has like that falsies look, so I love this stuff. So that's all for my winged eyeliner tutorial. I really hope it helps you out. If it did, please thumbs it up, subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you guys in my next video.